Coming in live from under the wide blue Texas sky. Couple of robots, really. That's all we are. I'm going to need to see some wrists out dancing out of you people this morning. Hey, I got my coffee coming in. Inbound. All right, we get it, music. We have to start every day. The soft sound of nature. The soft, loud sound of nature, of the rain, of your week come upon you like an unexpected shower, storm, cramming every bit of the year into 1 week. Oh my gosh. How's your week, people? Did you do it? Did you do it? There's nothing for me to mix. I'm usually mixing libations over here. This is Urban Remedy, cashew coffee, lion's mane mushroom, reishi mushroom. That's not supposed to be there at all. Nobody intended for mushrooms to be in coffee. Yet here we are. I'm Joe C. We read the news every single week. Every single week. Except for last week when I got sick. I was exploring, as I want to do. I figured that other people were sick, so could I be sick. ER. I think they put MCT oil in this one. No, they didn't. I don't even know what it is. Ding dong, ring ding. Leave me alone. Do not disturb. If only for a moment, we can have some peace. We read the news, whatever's on my LinkedIn wall. If you are just tuning in, we are live from under the wide blue Texas sky. It is Joe reads the news. Alert, alert, message in a bottle. News anchor guy. That was a news anchor cow. You guys don't care. I know you guys. You're here for the news. I got my voice back this week after being like ferociously, horrendously ill. Look at all the clickbait. Look at all we're avoiding. Oh my gosh. Nico's ruining his morning by watching the news. Oh my gosh. Anya Cicherski had to postpone her cross-country drive because she was exploring illness. It's the undiscovered country. I think that's Hamlet. Popular today are a lot of things we're not going to click on. Because I am a consumer. I am a fish, and I'm not biting. Take that, people. There's a huge reveal coming up. Reach candidates outside of your network, full stop. Job title asterisk. Need people, yo. LinkedIn isn't feeling very frisky. Usually there are thousands of, well, it's just 1,000. That's the average traffic, just for all you LinkedIn gearheads. I like to give the facts back to the people. Peter Jekyll says, deep dive exploration of illness. This is why I tune in. We hear you, sir. Yeah, join. I join my own show. Can I heckle myself? Ben Cole just unceremoniously even has just wrested control of the weekly algorithm award away out of the clutches of the prior person who won it. The algorithm thinks that Ben Cole is the most important person to read right now. Who am I to question old Al? Ben Cole says Feature Friday. We have to click on his profile. We had to like his post too. Like. Get ready, people. Strap in because we're going to read about cash flow and cash analysis from the headless Ben Cole. All right, we'll put his head back in the picture. Feature Friday, episode 9, dash cash flow plus. Wait, are these minus? Feature Friday minus episode 9 minus cash flow plus a cash analysis equals Business Central? No, it is not a formula. The formula is what got Ben Cole to us reading him. Oh, Anya's on the road. Drive day number 2. Massachusetts to Raleigh, and today Raleigh to Nashville. Final stop, San. What's San? Hello. I don't even see it. Come on, phone. Oh, San Francisco. Hot dog, man. That's a heck of a drive. Way to go, Anya. Good on ya. I had to take it, Anya. It was an open shot. And yours truly took it. Feature Friday, episode 9, cash flow plus cash analysis for Business Central. If you are in the mid-market, if you're running software like NetSuite or QuickBooks and you want to, if you're dissatisfied, if you're running something and you want to go to D365 Business Central, go to Rux Software with Ben Cole. I'm not paid to give these announcements. Yes. Yes, I see. Is cash flow forecasting on the back burner? Too cumbersome to set up? Let's change that with our financial dashboard, FDB. Lightning bulb emoji, pain points dash manual cash flow management, limited visibility into real-time cash positions. Second danger sign, no quick health check for GL and subledger alignment. Standard BC cash flow forecasting is rigid and time consuming. Hard to predict inflows based on actual customer behavior. Hey, do we know, are we, wait, hold on a second. I got to do the whole cheer. Do we know what we want? Yeah. Are we getting it? No. What are we going to do? Strike. Everybody go strike and then ditch all these danger signs and go to the rocket ship. The old FDB, Financial Dashboard Solution, the FDBS. Cash position overview. Instantly see current cash across all accounts. Says Ben Cole, Rux, engineered to fit, built to last. Health check indicators. I want to see if I have healthy checks. Health check indicators validate one-to-one GL relationships and subledger accuracy. It's a little bit deeper than you wanted on a Friday morning. But if you know, you know. IYK emoji. Cash position breakdown, cash usage trends, cash flow forecasting, cash. Includes current cash, open APAR. Oh, golly. Review historical cash trends over the past 60 days, cash flow forecasting. You get it. Predict inflows based on customer payment behavior, not just terms. You get Excel export. You can kick this out to Excel. Anyway, they explore their dashboard. You get dashes in the board. Get a dashboard, board of dashes. The board is very dashing. Urban Remedy. I don't even know what that means. This call brought to you by Urban Remedy. The remedy for living in urban places is more coffee. Register now and take your AR automation to the next level. Finger pointing emoji. So go register. See you on Tuesday, December 9th. What time is it? Hey, I got something on Tuesday, December 9th. Hey, mine's at 10, I think. Good for us. You can attend both of ours. Look at Ben Cole.
In check with their General Ledger counterparts. Then we've got a pie chart that shows
he has a target right on his head.
Overall percentage that each position accounts for. Over to the right, we've got cash.
See, he's carefully prepared a demo, but all I notice is the little target thing on his forehead that LinkedIn does. Ben, what I'm saying is that you're not dealing with a very attentive audience. You're going to have to show us fireworks, like some of those glitzy sparkler things to like, get us to completely mollify before you tell us about cash positions and dashboards. You're going to have some you got to open with some jokes. I love the features. I love that it's Friday, and I love alliteration. Alliteration. VP of Ops, Microsoft MVP, Jen Claridge. You feel ready and prepared? I may need some coaching. Good vibes going into the weekend. I got some good vibes. I got good vibes going into the weekend, man. Ben Cole is like jazz cool. Ben Cool. Ben Coltrane. Dude, you know how much cooler you'd be on LinkedIn as if you had a cool jazz name? Ben Coltrane. What if your name was just Bird? Like on LinkedIn? I mean, look at my name. My name looks like I'm like right tackle for some football, like Division III football team from the 70s. Christensen. But in my space, in the Microsoft space, it's a Danish last name, and so I'm like royalty. You hear that? The Danes, you Danes, we're like royalty. I said. I'm just saying is all. Oh my gosh! Well, we're blowing up here on the thing. On the thing. All right, let's keep going. Let's keep plodding along. We liked this. Oh, we got to tell him he won his award. You win an award, sir. This week's international news, Joe Bird. That's what Nico just wrote over. Well done, sir. This week's international news algorithm award goes to Ben Coltrane. Congrats. I'll see you this coming December 9. And we'll be on the lookout for sparklers. Yours truly. Yours truly. Short attention span theater troupe. Linked. That's pretty cheeky. Plus we got jazz names. I'm Joe Bird. Christensen, I want you to get in there and block that offense. I don't know. His mushroom coffee is making me dizzy. This isn't coffee at all. Which mushrooms did they put in this thing? Oh my gosh. Microsoft AI Cloud Partner Program with precisely 238,773 followers. Microsoft owns LinkedIn. How does it pay LinkedIn on its ads? I think that's the cleanest. It's the cleanest arrangement. I'm still exploring illness technically. Go get your Microsoft partner benefits packages, transformative benefits, and incredible ROI. You get an incredible ROI. Sal Pietro is back, the founder and CEO of ATM Universal Processors. Excited to share some big news, says Sal. We just acquired Costa Magna's ATM portfolio. But more importantly, here's why I'm sharing it. ATM Rev model, trademarked. They have a trademarked ATM Rev model. Rebuilt the foundation, stabilized the portfolio, and got them profitable again. Fast forward 18 months, and now we've helped. How long ago was this? A win for them, a win for us, and a win for the industry. Oh, yeah. This marks our third acquisition this year. Crown ATM and ATM Club were the others, and it reinforces what we've been saying all along. Fix the problems, streamline the ops, improve the perf, position the business for real growth or a real exit. ATM Rev works, and we're just getting started. All right, man. Go get it. I salute you. I think this deserves a "Who's a Good Boy" segment. Every single time we read the news, we're looking for people who are exceptionally good and need a big they just need to be tackled and scratched. So here's Sal for making all these acquisitions and getting the ATM Rev model up. Who's a good boy? What just happened? We're all going to have to deal with it. We're all going to have to get past it somehow. Paul Barnhurst, the bearded one, says, do you have a favorite LLM you like to use? I would be curious to know why you like the LLM you do. I use all of them. My favorite's probably Claude, but I find I often use 3 or 4 to get different opinions on the topic as it improves what I am working on versus just using one and going with it. Versus is a Latin word, which means versus. We almost needed an extreme close-up for that. Versus is a Latin word that means ... versus. It's from the Latin word that means turned around. In other words, facing. Versus. I just thought people needed to know that. I thought that you were Latin lessons poor this morning. Hey, and we're back. Which LLM do you like the most? I don't know. Claude, Copilot, Chat, Gemini. Ben Cole mentioned us in a comment. Ben Coltrane. I wonder if he's embracing his new jazz persona. Can I get a plaque for my office? That may have to happen. need jazz music. The chat's blowing up. Hey, there's a different bird emoji. Now look at this. On the road again. Anya's going to San Francisco. She explored interests, explored something out there. Illness, not interest. Joe Bird, I get a red Tweety bird on this thing, this little Restream platform. But if I follow my own thing, I get a blue bird. We're just bringing the hardest hitting news possible, guys. Unable to share screen. Go away. We're just put it front and center. All right, let's go. Let's go. Just keep this moving. Which LLM do you like the most? I don't know. I saw some cool tricks on Gemini. Copilot does cool stuff internally. Answer all your questions. Talk to your agents. Secret agent, man. Hey, where's does Gemini have like an agent platform? Oh, I'm not voting. The vote wasn't gotten out this week. It varies based on the task, but I find myself using Gemini a lot more these days. Wherever you are, I will find you. Paul Carney from Spark to Strategy, helping humans understand stuff. Paul Carney works. I have a lot in the Google space, easy extension. I think most people say the same thing, that it goes with the platform. But for some people, it might be different. $1 million author with a whopping 1,202 followers. Attention, consultants, advisors, and agency owners. If I offered to get your business book, blah, 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 blah. Does anybody want to get hooked by $1 million author? Well, you can for the low price of Maxim Onatsko, Senior Power BI and Fabric Consultant. Which LLM is best at DAX? A bunch of surveys on LLMs. Most of us already use LLMs to help with DAX. Not doing it in 2025 would be ellipse, a bold lifestyle choice. But with new models dropping every other week, the bigger question is, are they actually getting better at DAX? Inspired by Kurt Bueller's idea, inspired as we all are by Kurt Bueller's idea of testing practical LLM skills like calorie estimation, I wanted a similar reality check for Power BI. And then after seeing Marco Russo, Brian Julius, Eugene Medinger, discuss LLMs and DAX over the last year, I figured it was time to put some structure and repeatability around the conversation. So I built DAX Bench, public benchmark that tests how models understand, write, and reason. Hey, well done. That's a good gawking. That's good for traffic. Maxim Onatsko. And then he's going to just do, I don't know what the methodology is. DAX is not vibes. It's correctness under context. Here. Anya says that she posted today about an overlord specifically because I thought it would make you laugh, but proves you cannot beat the algo. Doesn't like me today. No award. Not as cool as Ben. But let me just break it to you easy, Anya. Who's cooler than Ben Coltrane? Maybe Joe Bird. I think just Bird. Anya, it's okay. You dominated for 4 weeks straight. A Joe Reads the News record. Yeah, you did dominate for a while, Anya. And then we Murray Fife has fallen off the board. What has happened to Murray? A change in venue, I say. Just kidding. Murray is actually doing all kinds of good stuff. But for some reason, the algo is managing him out. I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as managing director at Insight Tax Advisors. Let me just go like this by Maxime. If you build a benchmarky thingy, you deserve a visit. Tax Bench. Everybody's in the 79s down to 73s. Grok Code Fast. Mistral. Gemini, DeepSeek, Cloud Opus, Cloud Sonnet. Yeah, no. Man, he really just tested a lot of them. Wait, what is this evaluation method? Using Contoso. Harder tasks are worth more points. Sundar Pichai, CEO. Hey, who wants to follow the CEO at Google? Maxim does. I'm happy to share that I'm starting a new position as managing director at Insight Tax. There's a confetti button. Hurrah! Insight Tax Advisors. Where'd it go? Steven. I knew Steven back in the Fort Worth days, yo. At Trip 7, Maine. You got to say stuff like that when your jazz name is Joe Bird. Kittle Chikuyik. CEO and founder at Hypers. Like all consonants. 10 years ago, Richard Branson backed Kirill's big business. Back in 2015, Richard called on British startups to compete for $200,000. Pitch to Rich. And weeks jumping through. We made it to the final 10. We were invited to pitch directly. Ooh, $5 million, 5-minute pitch, 10-minute Q&A. Richard said that they won. Oh my gosh. Way to go, man. Pitch to Rich. Voom. No, I have not had a moment like that changed everything. Did anybody else have the moment in front of a ferociously famous person where your best idea got entirely accepted and funded and then your career rocketed off? No, I didn't have it. I wanted it, but it didn't ever happen. And then I'm stuck reading news on Friday mornings. Darren Locking says de-risk. He's always de-risking things. D365 implementations. What is he doing over here? I sat in on an interview. I'm gonna lower the deck. Sat in on an interview yesterday for a VC position. Something stood out that I can't stop thinking about. The candidate simplified tasks in 30 seconds that the client had been struggling with for months. Here's what happened. The client mentioned they'd asked their partner, no clear answer, went to YouTube and Chat GPT to figure it out for themselves. This should not be normal. We're talking about getting the right partner. If your partner makes you feel like you need a PhD to run your own system, you've got the wrong partner. Ben Coltrane says Ben Cool. There's beauty in simplicity. The software isn't difficult for the most part. Quickest implementation I ever did was about 30 hours. Nothing fancy. Single location. I could have made it 200 hours, though, if I wanted to make it sound really fancy and complicated. 5 years later, that client still exclusively calls me because they trust me. Yeah. Kati Hitfeld, Costomo. She says, 2 real laughing emoji. Amazing how many multi-million-dollar projects still rely on prayer and spreadsheets. This is Peter Jekyll talking to the formerly 2 Increase guys. Oh, I love these guys. Luciano Cunha. So these guys are awesome. Go hang out with the Stadion guys, the 2 Increase guys. They're the famous Danes. I might be getting that wrong if they're from another country, but sorry. It's just what I understand. I'm only a man. Welcome back. Our students have returned from an incredible fall, heading to Rome. Spring roamers are also called spromers. Months of immersing themselves, blah, 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 blah. Our students have returned. Oh, so the roamers are back. So I think the people who went to Rome are back. And they at the University of Dallas. That's where I got my grad degree. I love that place. They're sketching students. That's a Coliseum. I basically knew that already. All right, Madeline. You want to end on promoted Madeline, senior wealth planner at Comerica. Tax provisions evolve quickly. I'm Madeline Ryder, a senior wealth planner for Comerica. Everybody go get. No, we have to end on Murray Fife. Look at how far he's fallen in the algo. I think that's because Murray did Murray go and rejoin the mothership at Microsoft? I can only imagine. How in the heck did they de-join him from them? Equity shares play a central role in how the Waterdeep Trading Company manages ownership, voting rights, and surplus distribution. I have released a new article that explains the share classes, the reasoning behind them, and the full set of equity accounts used to track ownership within the Faerun standard chart of accounts. Faerun. This is This is part of the broader AD&D 365 effort to bring sound financial structure into a fantasy setting. Read the full article here. Support on Patreon. You can actually go support this work. It's really good work. And then you get early releases of all of this stuff. Erendor Fiskern. Your boundless generosity fuels the arcane core of this project. If you have not seen this project, it is the coolest. The absolute wide open coolest. Like, hello. You can go in and actually log into the environment right now using these creds. And the design quality of this stuff, guys, just stop what you're doing. and go. Check it out. So, all right, man. Hey, we ended on that. We liked it. Well, we did a lot. Covered jazz. Jen Claridge is VP of Ops and Microsoft MVP, BC Manufacturing Field Service, Cybersecurity ERP, Canada. Everybody go talk to, everybody go follow Jen. She commented on something I think that Ben was writing about. Hey, we did it, man. We read the news. What did you guys think? I have news myself. If you go to events. Ding, 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 ding. So we just read the news. Sign up for the news. You can go join our news group out here at groups. You can sign up for the news, news about news. We'll get news that the news is on. I started a LinkedIn group. It has 24 whole members. You can go out and join there. And you can also go to F&O Reporting Live this Tuesday, December 9, right an hour just before Ben Cole, the cool guy. That sounds diminutive. Yeah, it's the cool guy. So Ben Coltrane, the cool jazz guy with a cool jazz name. So like I've beaten that name down to death so badly at this point that it's come back around to being cool. Gone full circle. It's a win-win-win for everybody. Breaking news brought to you by Joe Reads the News. Fridays, 10 a.m. CST. We're hitting December 12 and 16. But because of the graduated schedule and because I was ferociously ill last week, book by December 9 for your supply chain data model. We set up the model. Get right to the reporting. This thing is, Mady, we got to update this little thinger. It's about the supply chain is like a 3-week install. It's like completely fitted around you. 3 weeks to get it in. And we do that for supply chain because if you have production, manufacturing, and purchase and sales, we start out with some base data sets and then we just fit it right around you. 3 workshops, 18K and done, fixed price, fixed outcome. Go out to conduitbi.com, $45,000 for the entire thing. And that includes a bunch of extras. But check out Mady's work. She's hand sketching most of these things. She's sketchy, y'all. Look at this. Who doesn't like a good robot buried in leaves? Hey, Bobby Small says Ben Cole, the only coal you want on Christmas? That's pretty true. You don't want that coal in your stocking, Cole. And we definitely need to play you out to some nature sounds. Live from under the wide blue Texas sky. It's an overcast December. The rain rolling in. Thank you for joining, everybody. Go have a splendid week. Reach out to me if you ever want to read the news, if you want to be a guest on Joe Reads the News. And with that, we bid thee adieu. Adieu.